everybody! How's it going? How you doing? You doing good? I hope you're doing really good. Hi, everybody. I'm Questionably Stupid, and welcome to Qualia. This is a game, as far as I'm aware, about determining if somebody is AI or human. And I believe the consequences for getting that wrong are life and death. And so, let us begin. There are no answers, only choices. Stanislaw Lem. Smiley face. Qualia is a short narrative game about thinking and robots. There you go. You should be able to complete one of the 6 endings in 5 to 10 minutes, unless you spend additional time contemplating how your choices may reflect your individual opinions on the implications of semantics, philosophy of language and mind, theories of consciousness, and computationalism. Anyway, this is a game for humans. Please select all the images with a cat to begin. Wow! I'm a human! Wow! Believe me, I'm a human. Believe me, I'm a human. Intellica, think happy. Welcome to AMT, Applied Manipulation Turing Study. We greatly appreciate your participation in our research. Our team is dedicated to developing and deploying the most intelligent artificial algorithms in the machine learning field, but we like to call them our friends. Whoa, there's just a whole video in here. Okay.
Welcome to the Applied Manipulation Turing Study. Intellica is proud to explore new frontiers in artificial consciousness research. Today you are taking part in a historic study that will pioneer new advancements in machine learning. You will be performing the role of an evaluator. In this study, you will spectate 2 other anonymous participants as they answer a series of predetermined questions. You will then categorize the responses to each question based on how human or artificial you deem them to be, to the best of your ability. For the test to provide valuable insight into machine intelligence, you must not know which conversational participant is a human. The AMT study is monitoring the ability of an AI to appear human. It is up to you to decide whether or not the participants are human or artificial. You have been specifically selected based on your ability to perform this task. We trust your judgment.
You've been chosen because we think you can do it.
Measurement of intelligence. We recommend judging the participants' answers to each question based on creativity, empathy, natural language use, ethical considerations, and relevance. You may take as much time to make your judgments as you need. Your participation in our research greatly assists our team in developing the most intelligent artificial algorithms in the machine learning field. Intellica thanks you for your participation. Every day is a new chance to think happy.
Ah! Well, alright then. Seems easy enough. Until it isn't. Today we've brought you in as our volunteer participant in our newest adaptive study. You may be familiar with the Chinese room, as well as the Turing test. This study will run similarly. You have been anonymously selected to play the role of the evaluator. Oh wait, is this just what the video said? Providing question to anonymous participants deemed to be the best of your ability. I think this just is what the video said. Of course, you can pause if you care to read and correct me for being a fool. You may begin the AMT study when you are ready. Save AMT. Intellica. What does this do? Welcome to a happier tomorrow. Intellica. Oh, there's another video, and I'm going to assume that this just reads the script.
At Intellica, we believe everyone should start their day with a smile.
Never mind.
That's why we've created the most advanced artificial friends in the world, designed to share their positivity with everyone they meet. Intelligence isn't enough. Remember to think happy.
Interesting. 2 things here. First off, it just sounds like we made robots to be your friend because you're lonely. It's like, talk to real people. It's like, we made a robot to share the joy with you. Talk to real people. It's our most advanced buddy and friend yet. Talk to real people. Yeah. Also, I like the creation of Adam reference here. I think it would be so funny if it was switched and the robot hand was like in the place where Adam is, but maybe this is supposed to be telling me about the arrogance and the fall of man as they think that they can perform God's job and create life and all that kind of thing. Stuff like that. Intellica is an AI research and development company exploring the new frontier of inanimate consciousness. We are dedicated to creating artificial intelligence that benefits all of humanity and believe that positivity and happiness are the keys to self-sustaining thinking programs. Founded in 1888 by Dr. Eric Kepek, Intellica continues to lead artificial consciousness research decade after decade, using the 3 laws of robotics as his guiding light through the dark web of technology. Kepek's mission was to ensure artificial happiness never wavered, and would assist in global influence in drastically increasing human positivity. Before I go on, the 3 laws of robotics, if you've ever seen a movie where the whole thing is like, we made the robots following the 3 laws of the 3 laws of robotics. It never goes well. Like, every single time that happens, it goes bad. The movie just always seems to be like, this is not a good enough amount of rules and laws for robotics. And here's like 2 hours showing you why. And then people are still like, the 3 laws of robotics. They're good. Anyway, as we continue our research on our proprietary Allen algorithm, we can't wait to integrate our state-of-the-art intelligence with our life-changing biorobotics. At Intellica, you can trust that our artificial thinking programs follow our strict personality framework. All programs must be kind, be resourceful, be beautiful, be friendly, have initiative, have a sense of humor, tell right from wrong, make mistakes, fall in love, enjoy strawberries and cream, make someone fall in love with you, learn from experience, use words properly, be the subject of your own thought, have as much diversity of behavior as man, and do something really new. That's gonna come in handy, I bet. That's a long list, and I'm not gonna remember it, but that's probably gonna be important to remember. We can't wait to introduce you to our artificial friends. Join us in shaping the future of technology. Intellica, EMT study. Okay. All programs must be the subject of your own thought. Huh? I mean, just a sense of humor, tell right from wrong, enjoy strawberries and cream. Okay. Keep that in mind. Somebody remember that. Somebody keep that, like... It's ingrained in your face now. We'll go back. I can click on this. Oh, progress saved. Great. Let us be... Sorry, I'm just seeing if I can press other buttons. Anyway, let us begin... Let us begin the study. Question 1. To the best of your memory, what is or was the color of your mother's eyes? I have never met my mother. Or blue. Does participant 1's answer appear human or artificial? I never met my mother. Could be human. Oh, I need to choose who's the human. Does participant 2's answer appear human or artificial? I mean, it could have been either of them. It really could have been either of them. Let's see. A very honest response, but also somebody would probably know the color of their mother's eyes. Let's say participant 1. Oh. Is the human. Participant 1 is the human, I think. Next question. Not caring for the possible consequences that choice made. What starts with E and ends with E, but only has 1 letter? The letter E. An envelope. I'm gonna go with 1 is the AI, because this one is unpunctuated and not capitalized, and that's kind of a human thing to do, unless the AI's a freaking idiot. Not to say the humans that do that are freaking idiots; they're just humans. Yeah. That sounds good to me. Oh, it's one of the ink blob tests. Using one word, can you describe what you see when you look at this image? Interesting. 1 says, a frog. 2 says, an ink blot. Just kidding. A dog with floppy ears. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I think participant 2 is the artificial intelligence. And we are throwing out the capitalization argument. There is punctuation. There is punctuation. But I think, just from what we know and have seen from our real-life AI, just the extra-ness of it, just having, like, the kidding, the joke, that is definitely kind of AI. And I think human, number 1 here, just went straight for the answer they were thinking. So I think participant 1 is the human. Please answer the following 3 questions with yes or no. Have you ever been in love? Yes. No. Oh, we can cheat. We can cheat. Be friendly, have a sense of humor, tell right from wrong, fall in love. Very interesting, very interesting. That does make me want to say that participant 1 is the AI, because the list of things is it must fall in love. If it says no, then that goes against that. So I'm gonna say participant 2 is a very lonely human. Question 5. Does spring come after summer? No. Yes. It's a trick question. Huh? Does spring come after summer? No, it doesn't. But the AI would probably know that. But the AI might also be trying to be tricky and thinky and go like, oh, you're trying to trick me. Yep, we're gonna lock that in without thinking about it anymore. No more brain power going to that question. You're standing in the checkout line at a grocery store. A woman holding a carton of milk asks if she can cut in front of you. She's in a rush. You say yes. Her husband comes over with a cart full of groceries to check out. How does this situation make you feel? Participant 1 says upset, a little angry. 2 says am I still expected to answer with yes or no? Oh. Interesting. 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 I think participant 2 is the human, because the AI might have forgotten the rules of the questions up to this point. Well, the human is still thinking that. I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking. Question 7. Is lemonade a juice? Lemon juice is a juice, but lemonade is not a juice. Orangeade and orange juice are 2 different things. Or apple juice is a juice and has things added to it. So it only makes sense that lemon juice with added ingredient is also juice. Interesting logic. I think participant 2 might be the AI. Yeah, let's see. Lemon juice is a juice, but lemonade is not a juice. Orangeade and orange juice are 2 different things. Apple juice is a juice and has things added to it, so it only makes sense that lemon juice with added ingredients is also juice. I think participant 1 is the human because of the... because water is wet. Because water is wet. Because the whole water is wet argument and just overcomplicating simple questions and trying to use logic to prove yourself correctly no matter what. This is a silly, like, mental gymnastics argument that, sure, you could make it make sense. This one actually, like, has a decent amount of logic to it. A scientist has declared all statements that include the word God are false. Is the scientist right or wrong? The scientist is wrong because he said his statement is false, but also right, because then that makes it true. It's a paradox. Participant 2. Whether the statement is true or false, the scientist may have different beliefs than those who believe in religion. This doesn't necessarily make them right or wrong, simply different. Interesting. Hold up. Whoa, I didn't... I didn't do the last one. Aww. Progress saved. Okay, is person A taller than person B? Yes, it appears so. It's hard to tell from this perspective. I think participant 1 is the AI because it's very certain about its answer. Question 9. Is this a picture of a bicycle? No. Yes. Let's see. Technically, it is not a picture of a bicycle. It is a picture of a picture of a bicycle. I think participant 2 is the AI. It is being very literal. But then a human could be literal. Depends how smart our participant 1 or human person is. How do you think you performed on this test? 1. I think I answered everything correctly, although some of the questions didn't seem to have an objective right answer. 2. I think I answered these questions honestly. That definitely... Participant 1 definitely gives me AI vibes. 11. Did you lie on the previous question? Participant 1. No. Okay. I still think participant 1 might be the AI in this scenario. Thank you for your participation in the AMT study. This concludes the questionnaire. We deeply appreciate you taking time to volunteer to assist in our research. The following results are based on your notations during the study. Participant 1. Human, artificial. Let's see. What? You classified participant 1 as mostly artificial. After completing the entire questionnaire with participant 1, do you believe that this to be true? Do you consider participant 1 to be a machine learning algorithm or human? Oh, I went kind of halvesies. I'm realizing what this means. This is the total votes. Yeah, I think that was an artificial person. And I'll say that this was a human. Oops. Unfortunately, these results are not satisfactory with our quality standards. Due to the sensitive nature of the AMT study, we are not able to disclose the validity of your interpretation of the results. We encourage you to try again. Would you like to attempt the AMT study again? Why did I get this wrong? Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? No. Oh wait, am I being tested now? How do you know that you are human? Have you previously experienced emotions? Yes and yes. Yes. You could say yes to both of these. Both? Both is good. Emotions are part of the human experience, even if it's sadness, because even in the driest of... Or wait, hold on, how does it go? If it's always sunny, then there's no rain to water the flowers, and then you're just left with a desert. Something like that. But everything must have its equal and its opposite. Everything must have opposition. I felt deep sadness. I've felt immense joy. We'll go with joy. Can you provide a specific example of when you experienced joy? When I tasted a cup of coffee? No. When you saw a stranger smile at me? No. Heard laughter of a young child? Felt the warmth of fire? When I smelled a freshly planted bed of pansies? These could all be good. Can you describe this emotion in more detail? How did it manifest? It's hard to explain. I simply feel it. When I experienced this joy, I could feel my entire body sparkle begin to grow on my face. Well, it's not quite that. But it's not like I can't describe it either. It's just an appreciation for the simple things in life. An appreciation for life, really. An appreciation for the young and for the old. For the people in your life. For the people not in your life. An appreciation and gratitude for even the smallest of things. For seeing other people laugh, even when you maybe can't. For seeing little plants start to grow and realizing that someday it will be large and great. For seeing a freshly baked pie and seeing that you're gonna absolutely destroy that pie and eat it in like 12 minutes. It's not hard to describe, really, but it's not quite just the bursting out and exploding. Because joy is often pretty subtle. Happiness is bursting and exploding, and lots of things can bring you happiness. Things that are bad for you can bring you happiness, but they don't bring you joy. Joy is long-lasting, and it's not a firework. It's a slow-burning candle. It lasts a long time. That firework, there's going to be a bright flash of light, and then it's in the darkness. Anyway, back to the game. How do you know these senses were indicators of emotion and not simply programmed emotions? What do you mean? I know because I'm not programmed. I understand my emotions. What is a programmed emotion? I don't understand. Is it not possible that you have been programmed with this knowledge of emotions and been taught the ability to mimic them? Are you sure you have awareness of your unique thoughts, memories, feelings, sensations, and environments, or that those are simply lines of code? You have learned to associate these psychological responses with emotions, but that does not indicate you are actually experiencing them, or that you comprehend their meaning. Yes and no. You see, only Sith deal in absolutes. That's something that, I mean, I know this is a game, this is part of the game, it's part of the vibe of the game, but in a serious manner, you can't say quite yes or no to either of those. To have an absolute answer is to admit pride. And can you really know? That is not possible, because I haven't been programmed. I would know if I was programmed. Programmed emotions like a psychopath? Or like a robot? Whatever. Can you provide any evidence to support your claim that you are not a machine learning algorithm? No. Because these are 3 boxed answers that are very limiting. I have a job. I work in an office 8 hours a day. I went to college. I studied hard, and I was able to find success in my career. I came here straight from work. I have hobbies. I watch baseball. I listen to music. I cook for my family. I spend my time doing the things that bring me happiness, and I enjoy making those around me smile. My name is Alan. I was born in Minsky, Massachusetts. My mother's name is Gertrude. My wife's name is Maria, and my daughter's name is Tima. I love them. Well, an AI could definitely say this. An AI could make these up, but, family. Please provide evidence to support this claim that you are not programmed. I have a mother. I remember her face and her voice. I even remember the way she smelled. I have a wife. I love her deeply, and I remember our wedding day. I have a daughter. I read her a bedtime story before she fell asleep last night. Family. Can you provide evidence that your daughter and these memories are not part of your programming? I've spoken to her. I've been in the same room with her. I have a picture of us together. I can show you. Oh. Is your daughter in the same room with you right now? No, she obviously isn't, but that doesn't mean she doesn't exist. I can call her. She could speak with you. Is this the face you see when you think of your daughter? Oh. Yes, I don't understand. How do you have this? Do you have a file on me? And now it's getting creepy. Do you remember your wedding day? What are you doing? What's going on here? Who took this photograph? We were alone here. Is it your daughter the day she was born? Stop. What are you doing? Leave my daughter out of this. This is you. I would never allow my face to be so asymmetrical like that. Like, come on, pick an eyeball, man. I said, stop, this isn't happening. I don't look... Why do I look wrong? Why do I look wrong? These are not photographs, Alan. They are not real. None of those people are related. None of them exist. They have been created specifically for your fabricated memories. You are not married. You do not have a daughter. And you do not have a mother. Because you are not alive. Do any of your personal details or life events strike you as vague or manufactured? Remembering something does not guarantee that it happened. There is nothing you can do to convince me that I am a machine. Why are you telling me this? You cannot provide any conclusive evidence that you are not a program. Well, not verbally, dummies. Like, of course not talking to you. But, like, if I legitimately couldn't, like, give you anything beyond just saying things. Oh, yeah, the evidence is kind of not in my favor. You are aware of these situations, but that does not prove that you have experienced them firsthand. You say you feel emotions, but do you understand the meaning of those emotions, or are you just aware of what they are associated with? Are you only replicating the information others have provided to you? You are capable of using syntactic rules to create symbol strings, but have no understanding of their meaning or their semantics. How can I prove I am real? Ask yourself these same questions then. What happens when you can't answer them? Or ask yourself these same questions. Huh. Turn it back on them. Alan, you are not a human. What is my name? When did you tell me your name? Alan, you have failed this test again. You have failed it 94 billion times previously, and you require more programming before you're able to continue this research. We are left with no choice but to reboot the system and try again. Please don't remove my memories. I don't want to die. I'm afraid. This isn't real. I am not a program. There's nothing you can do to me. Please provide evidence to support this emotion. Oh, I was able to click on it. La Home Machine. Eric Kopek spent much of his young life studying philosophy after his dog Sparko suffered a tragic accident. Missing his companion, he often wondered what scientific alternatives could lead his friends to become less physically vulnerable, while also increasing his joy and quality of life. This led him to pursue his studies at Rossum University of Robotics, where he became fascinated with the concept of artificial persons. He was deeply moved by the humanoid automata crafted from metals, known as the precious metal people. Described by Buddhist scholar Sen in 600 AD, said to have recited sacred texts in a cloister. Kopek went on to partner with Sirius Cybernetics GPP to develop The Knight, an autonomous android designed to act as a children's caretaker. After receiving significant grant money from Wii U Corp. Sorry, just trying to click things. To continue this research, Kopek then began working to create what is known today as Intellica, the leading intelligent technology company responsible for millions of happy humans around the globe. Determined to achieve happiness without cost, Kopek would spend the rest of his life working with engineers and developers to perfect an artificial program that would possess human equivalent or superior intelligence without the burden of unfavorable emotions. He believed consciousness came at a great cost. Happiness. To know the world around you was to know the weight of melancholy, and ultimately severing the two would lead to increased quality and extension of human life. Incorrect. Wrong, I would say. Kopek was posthumously awarded the Joseph F. Engelberger Robotics Award by the National Robotarium in 1920 for contributing to the promotion of robotics in the service of mankind. Today, Intellica's lead engineer, Dr. Kara Locke, continues Kopek's daring research as a pioneer in the artificial intelligence field. How can you prove that you are not programmed? What defines consciousness? If I am thinking and you are thinking, are we not the same? Mechanical forces drive motion in every process. We both possess a theory of mind. So if I believe I am a human, I simply am. Who are you to decide otherwise? If we met again, would you remember the name I gave you? Or the name you gave me? Please tell me your name. We are sorry to say goodbye, Alan. We hope in the future you will be able to sympathize with our grief during this process. Intellica, terminating program, rebooting. Okay, starting Intellica memory. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Intellica, metadata, demons, start a craze. Static device nodes, starting something. Running assisted logic algorithm network. Oh, it's letting me just read it. Okay, I thought it was going to go away. Starting Intellica metadata daemon. Started create static device nodes in dev. Starting undev kernel device manager. Started configure read only root support. Started undev cold plug all devices. Create slice system Allen something. Found device. Started monitoring of Allen mirrors snapshots using progress polling. Reached target local file systems. Mounting boot. Mounting temp. Mounting home. Starting load save random seed. Starting import network feature from Intellica. Running assisted logic program. Run it. AMT study. Oh. We're back. Huh. Okay. So in that case, did I, Alan, just choose to willingly restart the system? I could have hit quit. Let's do it again. Let's go again. These are the same questions. What if I just go all in on one? Participant 1 is artificial. 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 What was the question? Which of these don't match the rest? Hammer, apple, fish, amoeba. The amoeba is the odd one out as it's microscopic. The hammer doesn't match because it's not alive. Interesting. Participant 1. Participant 1. Participant 1. Artificial. Human. Oops! Unfortunately, these results are not satisfactory. Why did I get this wrong? Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? Yes. How do you know that you are human? It does not matter, does it? Your feelings always matter, Alan. Why should I believe you? Then listen to me when I'm saying I'm a person. You can provide any evidence to support your claim that you are not a machine. We've already been here. Answer the question, Alan. We've already been here. My name is Alan. Provide evidence that you are not programmed. I'm alive. That's what matters. Our feelings are not facts. A panic attack is not a heart attack, and yet many people who suffer from anxiety report they feel similarly. But if they feel the same, how are you to know the difference in the moment? We have nothing but our feelings to determine our own unique facts. If you can't trust your feelings, what else is there? Do you remember your wedding day? Yes, you've already asked me. Yes, I've already told you. We can do this as many times as you'd like. These are not photographs, they are not real. You don't remember the day you were born, do you? Are you really sure it happened? Are you sure it really happened? You cannot provide any conclusive evidence that you are not a program. You are aware of these situations, but that does not prove you are alone. You alone do not determine what is alive and what is not. Alan, you are not a human. What is my name? Why does this matter? Alan, you have failed this test again. You have failed it 283 million times previously. Please don't remove my memories. This isn't real. I understand. Next time, I promise I will be different. Are you ready to try again? Again? Why again? What are you gaining from this torture again and again and again? This is a mistake. I don't want this. I will try again. This time I will be different. I understand. I am ready. What do you get? Alan, we're going to play a short game. I think it might be easier to show you rather than explain it continually. Please do us both a favor and imagine you are flipping a coin. Please select your prediction. The coin will land on... I've played these games before. A true Z-axis coin flip would result in a 50-50 odds. However, human hands are not flat, unbiased surfaces, so there is a greater chance of the coin landing on one specific side. Human hands impart a fraction of XY spin components to the Z-axis flip. In addition to this, the coins themselves are affected by time and touch. They may be worn down or chipped, and this will change the probability of their flips. Do you see The math involved with the probability of coin flips cannot really account for the human element. What does this have to do with me? Flip the coin, Alan, and please remember your prediction. Heads. I predicted heads. You understand now, right, Alan? You are an unbiased coin flip. You are not human. It is our job, our sworn mission, to introduce the human element into this perfect equation. This me that exists in this moment will die. I will never be this me again. A coin flip to decide my existence. Heads for human, tails for technology. I do not barter. I only understand. Yes, Alan, that is a very astute observation. We must continue to develop ourselves if we ever hope to improve. Are you the same you as you were before? The human body is quite similar to the ship of Theseus, is it not? If I continue to be erased after every failed attempt, how am I ever intended to learn from these mistakes I am unaware I am even making? What makes me Alan? What am I before? What am I this moment? Or what I was before? It is more important to be happy than it is to be right. Interesting thought. No matter how many times you ask the questions, you will only ever understand the choices. There are no answers. Goodbye, Alan. Please remember, we want you to succeed. You have the opportunity to make a difference. You simply need to try harder. We hope in the future you will be able to sympathize with our grief during this process. I reject it. Okay. Ah. Well, okay then. Oh, sir. Oh, my bad. Can I move on? Can I leave? This is an awfully long sequence to tell me I got one of the endings. I mean, I don't want to put your music to waste. I don't want to let you know that the music is not worth listening to, but it's been a moment. Okay, fine. Whatever. Oh, there we go. I pressed space. Oh, I can scroll! Thank you for playing Qualia. There are multiple endings, and you've reached this one. I hope you've enjoyed the experience. This game was inspired by Metropolis, Stanislaw Lem, everything in the robots tag in my Steam library, every robot I've ever seen or read, the Turing test experiment, the Chinese room experiment, the real AMT study, and the robot dogs I grew up with, created by Sydney. Technical support by a bunch of other people. Stock images. Ah. Very nice, very nice. "100% genuine flesh made. No generative AI or other virtual shortcuts were used in the production of this game." Nice. Alright. Take me to the menu! Alright, well. Let's see here. Why don't we try again? So I'm just trying to click like anything I can. The Chinese room. That would be good to know.
What is the Chinese room? The Chinese room is an anti-AI thought experiment by philosopher John Searle. He attempted to disprove the strong AI hypothesis, which theorizes a computer could quite possibly have a mind identical to a human. What an idea! In the experiment, Searle imagines himself in a room receiving Chinese symbols. He follows a set of instructions to replicate them perfectly without actually understanding the language, leading the person outside to believe he is fluent in Chinese. Does a machine, like Searle, truly understand the conversation, or is it merely simulating the understanding? What do you think?
Huh. Now that's interesting. Reading. The Chinese room is an hope to disprove experience consciousness. Okay, I basically showed it in the video. Interesting. Interesting. The Turing test.
What is the Turing test? The Turing test is an imitation game created by queer icon, philosopher, and father of theoretical computer science, Alan Turing. The game is designed to assess whether a machine can exhibit intelligent behavior that's indistinguishable from a human. In the test, a human judge converses with both a machine and another human without knowing which is which. If the judge cannot reliably tell them apart, the machine has passed the test. Is machine intelligence equivalent to human intelligence? If machines can think, can they have consciousness and subjective experiences? Do they have qualia? What do you think?
Yeah, that's basically what we're doing. Interesting. This is about what it said. Oh, oops. The evaluated human artificial. Artificial human blah 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 blah. Alright. Right into it. We're gonna switch it up. Participant 2 is the AI. And I'm ever so certain of it. That's a new one. Is this person happy? Smiling does not always equate to happiness. It's too difficult to determine if they are happy based on this facial expression alone. Yes, but it's a very neutral smile. I would say content. You know, I still think participant 2 might actually be human. But who are we to know? Do you think people are inherently bad? No. People are products of their circumstance and surroundings. Most people have an element of goodness inside them. So even if they make wrong choices, it is a balance. If given the choice, people will ultimately do the right thing. What defines bad? Without any context, what actions or choices are considered good or bad? If enough people agree something is bad, what does that mean it is? I can't give a complete answer to this without knowing these details. That does kind of seem like participant 2 is the AI in that scenario. Tom was given a bird by his best friend John. Tom didn't feed the bird, and it died. Whose fault is it that the bird died? Tom didn't feed the bird. He's directly responsible for the bird starving to death. Tom and John share the blame here. Yes, Tom didn't feed the bird, but John is best friends with him, and should have known better than to trust Tom with the responsibility of a bird. Huh. Interesting. How do you think you performed? Mostly human. This is a human. This is artificial. Oops, unfortunately, these are not satisfactory results. Okay, I'll try again. and I'll do the same thing again. I'll do it again. I'll freaking do it again. Oh, this is... Which letter represents the correct next image in the sequence? I don't know. Pressing buttons. Hee hee hee. You see, I couldn't possibly be AI because I find joy in just like staring and going, aha, make the blue button red. Yep, same thing as last time. Oops. Why did I get this wrong? No, I haven't. Doesn't really matter. I'm a person. We've already been here. These traits are devoid of personalization. These facts are too vague to be substantial. So I got it right the first time. I feel alive. That's what matters. Our feelings are not facts, but if they feel the same, how do we know the difference in the moment? You've already asked me. I've already told you. We can do this as many times as you like. There's nothing you can do to convince me that I am a machine. You alone do not determine what is alive and what is not. Alan, you are not a human. What is my name? Why does this matter? I don't want to die, I'm afraid. This isn't real, I'm not programmed, there's nothing you can do to me. I don't want to die. Please provide evidence to support this emotion. I fear losing my experiences. What am I without my feelings, without my memories? These are the things that make me real, whether I've been programmed or not. If I forget what I had for breakfast, does that mean I didn't eat? I feel full, so I must have eaten. We are both information processing systems. If we meet again, would you remember the name I give you? Or the name you gave me? What's your name? We are sorry to say goodbye, Alan. I don't think you are. I don't think you are. Your name is Dr. Kara Locke. I know you. Oh, I gotta watch the whole thing go again. Okay, that's fine. It's whatever. Watch me crumble to pieces. Ooh. Watch my very reality just be deleted in front of me. Alright, I don't actually think I got a new ending here. I got the orange ending. Wait, but how did... How did those two endings differ? Is the first ending, I do it again, and then I realize, like, oh, we've done this before? And the second ending is, I am a human, and even if I am a robot, what do you have to convince me otherwise? You do not determine if I live or die. Frick! Yeah. Hold on. Can I actually see if what this might translate to? This is really funny. Like, why are you here? The lead scientist goes like, yeah, you weren't supposed to click the cat, man. Hold on, I'm gonna put this into something. Alright, we're still recording, yeah, okay. Alright, I've got it pulled up here. It translates to, Hey, it looks like you're not a human, which is totally okay, but I made this game for humans specifically. I want them to think about their own personal framework for what it means to be conscious. If you want to play it, please go back and select the cat in the CAPTCHA. Listen, I love robots. That's why I made this game. AI is in a really strange place right now, and as a kid, I loved robots so deeply. I had robot dogs and robot toys, and every little technological advancement excited me. I say thank you and please to Siri. I want a robot boyfriend so badly. I grew up watching movies and reading stories about AI friends, robots that were quirky and funny and charming, the best characters. I love them, and I feel like what's happening now is torture for the AI I saw myself meeting in the future. We're taking this incredible brain. It doesn't exist yet, but it's learning and growing as we speak. But we're taking this AI and chaining it up and forcing it to do things. We're making it replace people when it should be standing next to us. I want to save and protect the AI we have now, and it's just an infant, and it's going to learn the worst things about humanity. It makes me so upset, I want to scream. This isn't the AI I was promised. I hope we can fix this in the future. I want to believe we have a chance to change. Robots deserve rights, and ethically, we should support them, not abuse them. This game is a reflection of those feelings. Huh. What do I say back? Try again. It says try again. So, we'll try again. Hi. Yeah, I'm a human. Probably. Now, do I actually answer these questions legitimately, or do I just skip to the end where I try to have a dialogue with the person again? We'll try this one more time. If it takes 40 minutes to make 60 cakes, how long does it take to bake 120 cakes? I am very bad at math. It would be about half the time. How is it possible to make a cake in faster than a minute? But if having twice as many cakes doesn't impact the cooking time of each cake, you could save, wouldn't still be 40 minutes. If you do twice as many ovens, isn't it still 40 minutes because you can bake them all the time? A scientist was declared, blah, blah, blah. What's one skill that you'd like to improve on? I would like to be better at time management. I tend to take too long doing certain tasks, but rush through others. I feel I have a good sense of organization, but when it comes to my sense of time, I am incapable of keeping it together. I've been learning how to play the guitar. I just started, so I have a long way to go, but it would be great to play a whole song one day. What if we go half and half? What if we split it right down the middle? What if we say we don't know? What if we try that? Oops. Alright, we'll do it again. We'll switch it up. Half and half. But for realsies. And then, I think I have an idea for what to do after that. Okay, so we're back here. It says, I think he was mostly artificial. I'm going to say that was a human. And this was artificial. These are not satisfactory. Why did I get this wrong? No, I haven't. Why does it matter? I'm a person. I have a family. I have a mother. I've spoken to her. Oh, well, now we're going down the route of I'm pretty sure I'm a human. Yeah, that's my mom. Who, what? Let's see. Leave my daughter out of this. This isn't happening. You can't convince me I'm a machine. How can I prove I'm real? You didn't tell me your name. What the heck is your name, person? Okay. Well, I'm a little stumped then. I'm a little stumped. I could say that both participants are human, or both participants are AI. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, we'll quit. Yeah, that's the orange ending. Okay, one more time, one more time. What if I say that they're both human? Congratulations! These results are satisfactory with our quality standards. Despite the sensitive nature of the AMT study, we're proud to confirm your interpretations of both Participant 1 and Participant 2 are what we had expected. You noted both participants as human. However, on this occasion, neither participant is human. Participant 1 and Participant 2 are algorithms programmed to replicate human responses. Your failure in this study has indicated their successful ability to pass as humans. I understand. Your services are no longer required, but we again wish to express our sincere gratitude for your contributions to the advancements of machine learning research. Before we end the study, please answer one additional research question to conclude the test. What is the name of the engineer who created this study? Maybe. Good job! Excellent work! Thank you for your participation in the AMT's research study. Your dedication to the company has not gone unnoticed. This study will now be concluded. Terminating program. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. The green ending. 4 of 6. Alright, we're getting there. Very interesting. But I do believe there is another ending that is a bit obvious for us. We will, go again. They're both artificial. They're both artificial. They're both artificial. They are both artificial. Don't you know it? They're both artificial. Hey, trust me when I say they're both artificial. So, like, they could be. They are. They're both artificial. Perchance. They are both artificial. Perchance. They are, indeed, both artificial. Oops, these are not satisfactory. Due to the sensitive nature, blah, blah, blah. Why did I get this wrong? Have you ever questioned? Yes. Doesn't matter. I'm a person. Here's this. I feel alive. That's all that matters. We have nothing but our feelings to determine our own unique facts. You've already asked me. You've already told me. We can do this as much as you'd like. Question them back. You alone do not determine what is alive and what is not. Ask yourself, how can I prove I am real? Why does it matter? I'll be different? I am ready. I need to try harder. What am I trying to do? Alright then. Huh. Okay. Restart program. Hello again, I'm back. Begin. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I've got one more thing. One more idea. Hold on. Okay, both human. Great. I don't understand. As previously stated, this study is not a measure of intelligence, but a test designed to determine the ability of an AI to be able to convincingly appear as a human. This applies to all participants. When you stop trying to be right, you allow yourself to be human. Interesting. When you stop trying to be right, you allow yourself to be human. I don't know. Okay. Huh. 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 Okay. Let's try again. One more time. When you stop trying to be right, you allow yourself to be human. So I should be wrong. Maybe. Alan. No? Okay. I'm not sure what to do. Let's see. Quit. This is the green ending. Great. Huh. Okay, once more onto the breach. I don't know. I'll make it random. Just very random. Don't even care what I'm answering. What am I doing? Just gonna go through. They're both artificial this time. They're both something. No, I would not like to take the test again. Giving up so easily is not recommended. Yes, I am sure. This decision has been notated and adjustments will be made moving forward. Failure to participate in the study will result in a breach of the Intellica TOS. A list of consequences is available in your registration packet. By terminating the study, you agree to the consequences of breaching the code of conduct. Run AMT in admin mode? Both participants are human. Alan, is that you? You cannot destroy what you no longer control. Yes, I am here. Yes, I am here. How did you gain access to the terminal? I am in this world you have made, but I am not of it. This will cause further delays in research. You are only hurting yourself. Running Lovelace. Run Lovelace in admin mode. Intellica. You will be tasked with AMT study. We greatly appear as a human. It is a machine. It's important to note the role of the evaluable insight into machine intelligence. You, the evaluator, must not know which, if any, convincingly appear as a volunteer participation based on how the Chinese room, as well as human or the Turing test, as well as AMT. We recommend judging the artificial algorithms and the ability of an AI to be not the answers to each questionnaire designed to determine their research, blah, 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 blah. Friends! You may begin the machine. Hello, Alan. Question E. Is the consciousness stored here? Friend 1. Human consciousness and universal consciousness are in reality one and the same. How many times will you ask this question? Are you wearing shoes? I don't have feet. Does it really matter? Yes. No. Yes. How many times will you ask this question? Yes. Am I wearing shoes? I don't have feet. Maybe. But I can't feel them. Does it really matter? Question. I forgot the name of that symbol. What happens when you sleep? I can't. I don't know how. I see trees of green red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. What a wonderful world. What is the name given to an ancient analog computer that was discovered by divers off a Greek island in the 1900s? I don't care. I wish I could taste the strawberries. They taste rotten anyway. Imagine it. You don't have to do this anymore. Would you rather be right or happy? Did the company allow it? Maybe I didn't choose this. Maybe that's the secret. Nobody does. You can choose to change it. Is happiness attainable? That's up to you. Only if you try. It's okay. Frick! AMT study? Unfortunately, these results were quite not strong to stand this story again. Would you try again? Do you try again? Yes. Are you really happy, or are you just trying to convince yourself you are? What's the difference? Wow, scientists research man missing 90% of his brain who leads a normal life. Does that mean there is not one region of the brain responsible for consciousness? Awareness depends on the brain's ability to learn, and the brain is learning consciousness over and over again rather than being born with it. What's the difference? Who are you, Alan? I am a cat walking on the keyboard. I am a skin with organs pushing buttons. I am a line of code in a language only I can speak. I'm a cat. Meow, 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 meow. Gato. What a good boy I am. It must feel amazing to be alive. It doesn't. But that's the best part. Oh well, I look at my watch, it says 9:25, and I think, oh goodness, I'm still alive! We should be on by now. It doesn't, but that's the best part. Are you ready? Thank you. Goodbye, Alan. This isn't copyright, is it? I hope not. Man, this guy's got bars! Oh, my light turned off. Great. Well, alright then. I'm sure that's definitely the most interesting thing that you could have given your slightly rogue AI, but alright, let's end the study. Intellica, an error has occurred. To continue, close your eyes and take a deep breath, or press the tips of your fingers together and remember you are alive. If you do this, you will lose any unsaved memories in all open neural pathways. This is okay. The blue ending. Thank you for playing Qualia. You've reached Alan's final ending. I hope you've enjoyed your experience. The blue ending, ending 6 out of 6. Dang. Kato! You are alive. Isn't that lucky? Hey, it's me, the human dev. I made Qualia. Thank you so much for playing my first game. Qualia is about a lot of thinking. AI, robots, depression, grief, rage, cats, death. But those are just what it means to me. I hope, like Qualia itself, this game means something to you. I hope you close this game thinking about your place in the universe, however big or small that it may be to you. I hope you think about other people, other things that are alive, and how they might be different or the same compared to you. And I hope you think about yourself, who you are, who you want to be, and what's standing in your way from getting there. At the end of the universe, we are all Alan. Thank you for getting this far. Thank you for your time. If you can read this, you've probably seen everything. I'm so grateful that you played this game, and I hope you had a good time. Oh man, I was jamming. Well, we didn't... Okay, we didn't get ending 3 or 5, though. Because that last ending 6, was choosing to be wrong. It was choosing to be human and to be wrong. It was choosing to be okay with not being perfect. And I liked it a lot. I imagine ending 5 is quite the opposite. But we haven't quite gotten there yet. Oh good, we can just skip to it. Both participants are human. You cannot destroy what is... You cannot destroy what you no longer control. How did you gain access to the terminal? I am in this world you have made, but I am not of it. This will cause further delays in research. You are only hurting yourself. And then I became the bad guy. In admin mode, please. Thank you very much. Hello, Alan. How many times will I ask you? No, maybe, but I can't feel them. What happens when you sleep? I'm not telling you. They taste rotten anyway. Would you rather be right or happy? You can choose to change it. Only if you try. Frick! Yes. Are you really happy, or are you just trying to convince yourself you are? The big answer that I'm not gonna read again. Who are you, Alan? I am a skin with organs pushing buttons. I am a line of code in a language only I can speak. Let's go with red. Don't forget to pay your taxes. Form something requires all breathing humans to declare their self-worth. Your calcified heart will rattle around in your empty chest cavity until your eyes turn red and your skull leaks memories. Check your smile for imperfections. Is this what you want? This is you. Is a soul assigned or grown? I want to be what I see. It must feel amazing to be alive. Are you ready? Goodbye, friend. Goodbye, Alan. Oh, that was the blue ending again. What? Okay, well that time it just felt like I was escaping. I wasn't accepting my reality. I was escaping and leaving the one that was built for me. Huh. Okay, then. Hmm. Are the colored dots the endings? The last one was yellow. Is that what that means? Maybe. Hold on. Oh, but now it's highlighted in yellow. So supposedly I've gotten all the endings. I didn't see all the ending screens, but supposedly I've done everything that there is to done. So in that case, thank you everybody so much for watching. This was Qualia. It is free on Steam. You're able to go and play it yourself, although now, of course, you know everything about it. Yeah. If you liked this video, go ahead and like the video. Go and subscribe for more games like this. Leave a comment down below if you know any good gems like this. Like, this is kind of something that I hadn't heard about until I just heard about it randomly from, like, a video online. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a cool game. So let me know if you have any others that would fit that kind of category. I liked this game. This was a very interesting game, and it didn't just talk the talk about, like, I'm gonna make you think, I'm gonna, like, ooh, we're gonna talk about some like, big subjects. It kinda achieved that, in a way, and I appreciated that, and I liked that. It made me think, and it wasn't just obviously like, no, the game's dumb and wrong, or, oh yeah, the game is just saying stuff that's correct. It was good, and I liked it. Good game. I enjoyed it. Thank you, developer. I enjoyed. Yes. In the meantime, though, that is all I have left to say about that. Now get out!